Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Sweat Equity. I got another vehicle that I just acquired, or I'm about to acquire. Got me a square body. It's a neighbor. He actually just passed away, and the family, I guess, you know, the wife and the daughter, let me know that if I wanted it, I could come over and get it. So I'm going over there right now. It's literally just right across the street and down one driveway. We'll turn you around here, but basically it's right back here. Basically they're letting me have it for like 200 bucks. It ran with parked, and I know that for a fact because, you know, it's my neighbor, and this thing has a cherry bomb on it, so you knew whenever it started up. But there it is right there. I believe that it's a 79. We're gonna do a quick little walk around here. They do have the title, but I haven't seen it yet, and I couldn't find a VIN tag on the door. But this was a one-owner truck. This guy bought this thing brand new, and I guess it was 79. We'll find out. Basically, this happened. This is why he stopped driving. I think this is actually literally like what made him stop driving a couple years ago. Hit a dump truck or something, but it still ran and drove. This side is actually pretty good. All the tires have air in them. It is a 350. Let's see, right there. The hood actually is not kinked at all that I can see. It's pretty good. Yeah, so 350 small block. It is the Silverado, so it's, you know, top of the line for its day. I don't know what that got you. It's definitely got AC. Looks like that's disconnected. Looks like the clutch has seen better days. So that definitely will need to be replaced. So you can see it's red and white with a green interior. Of course, the first thing I thought was that it's been repainted. Well, evidently he bought it this way. Evidently it was a mix-up at the factory, and they actually built a truck with a green interior and a red exterior, red and white. But I guess this guy was Italian. He's like, it's perfect. It's my colors. So he bought it brand new, and obviously, you know, floor is pretty rotted out. Seat's pretty messed up. Bezel, actually the bezel doesn't look bad. It's just not in. It's showing 98,801. I would imagine that's at least 198. Dash is cracked as normal, but yeah, it is an AC truck. You got the little Silverado badge, you know, little extra, I don't know, decor there, I guess. Little pockets. I'm not sure how to fold the seat down, but I did see this this toolbox back here. There's a few little goodies in there. What was a drill in there? Caulking gun. But this box is probably worth at least half what I'm paying for it. Actually, the bed really doesn't look that bad. And this is better than my Tundra bed. There's a piece of trim. Now look at this. I didn't even look at this before. The bed is solid. Got your gas tank there. I'm just gonna leave that alone. It looks a little bit mangled up. We'll mess with that when I get it home. Not quite lined up right here. I'm not real sure about that. It seemed like the frame was pretty solid from what I could see, but I guess we won't know till we really get into it. But I'm gonna see if I can get a battery in this thing. It's a wonderful side post, but I did bring a battery that I have that's charged up, but I have side post adapters. I know this truck has run in the last, I don't know, I'm gonna say maybe 3 or 4 years. I mean, it's got pressure there. I checked the oil in the trans fluid earlier. That was fine. Looked pretty good, actually. There's something down in there. Definitely low, but I see it down in there. So I'm probably gonna just, it's already off, that's cool. Air filter looks clean. So I might as well just pull that all the way off. It's not locked up, that's good. I feel like that choke should be more closed than that. Or maybe that's the choke. I guess that's the choke. It does look to be an electric choke. It's only been modified once. So I guess, yeah, let me go ahead and get a battery in it. The brake pedals seem to have tension on it. Oh, look at down here. I wonder if that's gas. I brought a little bit over for myself. What's that? Power steering fluid. Right, so it's got a power steering leak. I think that's a charcoal canister right there. It's got belts on it. Yeah, she's out of power steering fluid. But we got a lifetime supply right there, so that's fine. Brought a few tools over. I don't know if that was the spare tire there. It probably is. I'm not sure if I have the other rim. Oh yeah, full of the brim. Yeah, I felt the brake pedal before. It felt nice and firm. So you know it hasn't been sitting that long. And it does definitely seem like he kind of took care of the important stuff. I mean, the oil was full and nice and clean. The transmission fluid was the same thing. So I think he definitely tried to keep her alive. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get the battery in here, and we'll probably put you on a tripod. I'm just gonna throw this in the bed just so I don't forget, because I've been known to do things like that. I mean, not like I have to really go far, but you know. What size are side posts? 5/16. There's a tiny battery in there. It's a 75-1 battery, whatever that is. Only 550 cranking amps. I think I got a 24F there to put in. Got a bungee cord for a hold down. Oh yeah, battery tray is all routed out. That's the battery tray. And of course these are reversed. Not sure if that's going to work or not. These things. I don't need this nonsense on there. So how does these work? They get a little length out of this thing. I might have to just put this in here sideways. I ain't sure how you're supposed to tighten these things with this stupid cover on. Alright, so I've just got some two-stroke oil mix in this gas. I'm just going to go ahead and pour it right down the vent tube of the carburetor, because I'm going to try to. Right to life. She wants to live. I just added maybe about 3 gallons to the tank. We're going to see if we can get something coming up through this hose right here. I'm just going to fill the bowl again. At least try to get some in the bowl. Of course, when this thing starts to spray, it's going to spray it right into the fan. Try to get over there. Still nothing. All right, so the hose is full now. So the pump should at least be getting the diaphragm wet. I have the wrong hose? horsey right here. Check to see what's going on. No, I had to have the right hose because that was going right into the carburetor. So we definitely don't seem to have a fuel pump working. It's like for a second there, it almost seemed like it was pulsing out. For those of you that don't know, this is a mechanical fuel pump. It runs off of the camshaft of the engine. And sometimes if they've been sitting dry, if you wet the front side of the diaphragm, it'll kind of revive it a little bit, bring it back to life. And it definitely should be pulsing out of there pretty good. Don't know. Let me just try to hook this back up. Cut some of this end off if I can here. It's just all smashed down. Oh, we got a blower motor running over here now. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to get a fuel pump for it. I guess I can try and see if the if there is gas getting up to the fuel pump itself, but I just put, I think, enough gas in it. I mean, it is on a little bit of a hill. Yeah. Not really. Not really anything coming up to there. And there's something there. I basically just need to make sure that I have a clear passage from the fuel pump back to the tank, but I can't get anything down in. I can't get my mouth down there to blow on it or anything. So either I need to get a longer piece of hose, I may end up trying to go get some more fuel hose to make it longer and just make sure that I can get fuel from the tank. That's kind of the next step. We can see that it runs. It doesn't seem like it's really making any noise. Has a little bit of a gallop. One of the cylinders might be a little low on compression, but I mean, hey, we got one headlight, right? I don't think the battery's going to short out on the hood. Let me close the hood for now. I might go see if I have any hose. If not, it may not be in tomorrow when I come back. What's going on, guys? It's about a week later from the last clip that you just watched. I basically decided that, you know, I could see that the engine ran okay, good enough that we can kind of move a little bit further with it. I didn't film it, but I did take the Q-jet off of it, and also the mechanical fuel pump, and I've ordered a rebuild kit for the carb, and I'll put the part number in the video right there. And I got a new mechanical fuel pump. These were really cheap. I mean, I think this was like $12 or something like that. It comes with a gasket. This was the Delphi brand. It does say this is made in China, but this kit, at least, I did see made in USA. So hopefully this is a good rebuild kit. I think this was about $25. I got everything blown apart and cleaned up. I did just notice that there's some of this like kind of scale in here after it dried. But I just basically got a couple cans of cleaner. I had my parts washer down here that I just kind of filled with a couple quarts of simple green with some wire brushes and just clean it up. There's a lot of videos on doing this, and I'm definitely not an expert on this, so I didn't really feel like it was, you know, on me to show anything in too much detail on this. But I will put you on time lapse right now while I put all this back together and kind of go through the kit. And if anything comes up that doesn't seem to be normal or anything that I see, I'll stop and take a look. But you know, you basically got your this would be the top. This is like, they call this the air horn. You got your choke right there. That's the choke. This is like a vacuum operated blade. You got your accelerator pump. This is the filter housing. I did actually get a new filter for it because this did seem like it was very restricted. You got your bowl here, the jets, your needle, I'm sorry, your float, and then the needle and seat right here. That should, I think, come in the new kit. Choke over, or I'm sorry, the electric choke mechanism back there. Yeah, so basically, you know, I've got some of these little carburetor brushes. I pretty much just, you know, ran them down through every hole that I could find, cleaned up everything, blew compressed air through as many things as I could. I may try to clean up some of this powdery mess here a little bit, or I may not. I'm sure it'll be okay once it's got fuel running through there. I don't know. But we're going to do something. As soon as I opened the package, I saw there was a website on the box that I will put right here on the screen. And it takes you to like a PDF file that you can download all these. There was actually 3 different files. This is something that was printed in 1982 originally, but it just gives you a full breakdown. I guess all the, it says nomenclature. It shows the disassembly, cleaning, reassembly, and then there's some steps on all the various adjustments for everything. And then this was a separate page here, which I only printed out the page I needed, which had the 79, let's see, yeah, 79 350 engine. It says AT, MT, or California. So it gives you, you know, float level, all your specs that you need to set it up at. And then the last one was, I think, how to install the new accelerator pump. So some good information that you probably would want to reference while you're doing this. Alright guys, it's about 2 weeks later. I'm back over here at the old square body, and I'm going to put the carb back on. I did get it as rebuilt as I was able to. They are definitely very finicky, tedious, whatever word you want to use to get them together. The accelerator pump got damaged, like the little nylon ring that actually does all the work. So that's probably not going to work too well. I ordered some more, but because of USPS, it still hasn't gotten here. So I was like, I'm just going to put it back together and throw it on here and see what happens. So that's what I'm about to do. Let's see if I can remember how this goes. And I've said it before, but I don't have a ton of experience with carburetors other than like lawnmower type stuff, so this may be pretty normal. But they do seem to have a reputation for being kind of finicky. These quadrojets, that is. Can't see anything. These gloves are too big. We got that caught. So the throttle will turn there. The weather's been pretty nasty lately. I think it's a little bit warmer, but it's like really windy. But I was like, I gotta come over here and just do something with it. I did at least talk to him, say, I haven't forgotten about it. But now that's no problem. They're still working on getting the title. So I'm bringing kind of extensions with me. One more reason why I want to get this thing over to my house. I don't have to worry about bringing tools. Probably forgetting something here before I take this down. I don't know what it would be though. I have a new fuel pump to put on too. It does seem like to get a legitimate carb for one of these, it's about 500 bucks. Like there's some on Amazon or I guess even eBay that are much cheaper than that, but I haven't had the best luck with those. The other vehicle that I've done, which was a Mazda a couple years ago, I got one of those type of cars and it was junk. So hopefully I can make this one work. I've only got about maybe, well, the original kit was about 25, but I ended up buying more, like 5 more of these accelerator pump, the little blue like squeegee things that actually like seal against the bore. I can't remember what these were for. I've got a coolant temp sensor right there. It's not plugged in. I guess it's this. This thing hacked in this place. Got this PCV hose. Throttle cable. I have a fender on the side, makes it easier to access things. Let's see. There's
Transmission supposed to be somewhere. Guess it's the bottom of that. There's two. That seems about right. Another vacuum here. This is going to the charcoal canister, which is still hooked up. It's kind of amazing. That, where I believe is the transmission vacuum modulator. Let's shift if that isn't hooked up. And there's other front wrenches. So I'll just have to snug that with some pliers. I don't really need transmission to shift right now. Just need to run for more than 3 seconds. Let's see, on this side we're just going to have, I'm not sure what this was for. I don't think it was connected anymore. I wonder if that was like cruise control or something. Oh, maybe, no, maybe it's like a choke cable. Maybe you had an aftermarket manual choke hooked up. I don't know, because this has been spliced a couple times here, or at least once. That's for the electric choke. Alright, so that's basically the carb one. Still can't quite figure out this choke. I don't know if it's going to work that well. But we'll see. So now I got to figure out putting on the new fuel pump.
Alright, so I'm trying to put the fuel pump on, and I noticed there's a ton of oil leaking right around here, and what I just learned is that where that bolt is that I have sticking out of there, that is actually one of the fuel pump bolts. This right here. So that's one of these two bolts. There was supposed to be a really short bolt in that, like that just acts as a plug, and it's not there. So I'm pretty sure that's why, or at least one of the reasons why it's leaking so much oil right there, because it actually isn't leaking that bad, like around the valve covers, and even up top over here doesn't look too bad. But that right there is a gaping hole, and the reason why it's there is you need to get this push rod right here pushed up, and then you take a long bolt like that and you kind of just snug it up against this in there to hold it up so you can install the new fuel pump. So that's what I'm going to do. You kind of have to, I did get this to move with my fingers actually, but I couldn't get it to stay up. But now that I have that in there, I might be able to do that. All right, so I don't know if you can see in there, but I do have that push rod is pushed up as far as it'll go, and I have that bolt just snugged up against it. It does go in pretty far. It's sticking out maybe a half of an inch, so I'm not sure how long the one that actually, there you go, is supposed to be in there as like a plug is, probably just maybe like an inch or two. Something I'll definitely have to get. But basically now I'm just going to go ahead and put the new pump in. It goes in this orientation, and that push rod down there just rides right on this like rocker arm, and it just basically just works it in and out, and that's how you get like the pulse of the fuel pressure. Alright, she's running off of her own fuel supply now. Definitely an issue with the choke. So I got it warming up a little bit. Not smoking too bad. Actually, I'm working anything at all. It does have good oil pressure. See if I can actually rev it a little bit now. Didn't want to rev it all a minute ago. There we go. Got a little bit of a miss. But it's been sitting quite a while. Let's see if we can get it to warm up here. Whoop. adjust the idle mixture here without getting caught in the fan. That makes it a little hard to do. Well, there you go. Saved it from the grave. I noticed the parking pole does not seem to be engaging on it, so I kind of have a brick under right now, otherwise it wants to roll. Sorry it's kind of windy, but did get it over here. It drove over by itself. Just kind of give it a little pressure washing, but you know, just kind of give it a good before. Like, this is how it looks before I've touched it. Actually, the headliner doesn't. Oh no, it is falling down. So funny, this thing was built with a green interior and this kind of an interesting two-tone, because most of the ones I see have the white kind of in the middle, and then it's red on the top and the bottom. So this is kind of a unique color combination, I feel like. I may end up needing a hood, but I might be able to straighten this out. I did get kind of pushed in a little bit there. I'm sure it's going to need some suspension work, because I think that wheel has a little bit of a negative camber to it. The door doesn't close. Just pulled over here about 15-20 minutes ago. Let's see if it wants to do a restart here. Well, might need a couple pumps. There it goes. It really does actually run pretty good. It's got one blast pack. No tailpipe or anything like that. You don't need no stinking tailpipes. I think the accelerator pump is going to work because it's mostly not even there, but it definitely is. Let's see what kind of lightage we got. Hit the brakes, tails. But that carb that I rebuilt seems to be working pretty good for the most part. I think maybe I'll just try replacing just the clutch on the compressor. I'll probably just get a new compressor, honestly. You know, they're not that expensive, but obviously that's not anything I'm going to be worried about right now. I got a nice big inline fuel filter there so I can see what's happening. Actually, it doesn't look bad. There was some rust coming through that line at first, but it seems okay right now. But I'm gonna go ahead and give this thing a pressure washing. And I think while the hood's open, I'm gonna throw the air cleaner back on it just so we don't get anything in there that we don't want. Hopefully I didn't suck any of those pine needles down in there.